In this video, we're going to look at passive versus active voice. And this is the form that the verb takes, but it is not to be confused with past tense or just things that happened in the past. This is an example here of active voice, which includes a subject and a verb. Okay? So they say, we tested this hypothesis. Here's your subject, we. Here is the verb, tested. And here's what they tested, this hypothesis. So the subject is the one who does the action here. And in this case, it happens to be past tense. It happened in the past, but this is still active voice because you've got subject and verb here. Now, when you find passive voice, that is an example of not having the subject included before the verb. You use a form of the verb to be in the past participle here to say things like participants were given. Okay? The participants weren't the ones doing the giving. In this case, it's the researchers. But they don't need to say participants were given 18 minutes to solve 20 RAT problems by us or by the researchers, because in their method section, it's clear that they are the ones who were doing all these things to set up what the participants needed to do. Now, often that's the case in a method section of a research piece like this because it's understood who the actors were there. They were the researchers. Sometimes you see active voice here that will include the research participants. Participants studied. Okay, so there it's active voice because it's saying what the participants were doing. They're the subject here, and studied is the verb. All right, often you will find in advice books about writing, including the APA manual, the recommendation to use active voice because it's clearer than passive voice. And you can see that example here. You know exactly who did the testing in this case. But often you'll find passive voice by tradition in the methods section because that's where it's clear who did the action that's being described there. So there you go, active versus passive voice.